I would say he is a man of extraordinary vision and commitment, who also knows that it is hard to implement idealism, but he's found a way to do it.
You always know when he's working hard because he comes in and he's got this almost Wolfman 5 o'clock shadow. But we saw it more often than not because he was always working. I mean, when you ask him to do something, he gives 150%. He doesn't know how to put it into low gear. You know what I mean?
He's not the bureaucrat who's in his office pushing paper, right? He's somebody who's working very closely with people all the time, listening to them, and then having the skills and intellect to be able to develop a system of supports to meet their needs.
For me, and I think a lot of folks would agree, one of the great things he did, and that he doesn't get nearly enough recognition for, was when he really rebuilt our mental health system back in the 80s.
New Hampshire had the first comprehensive system for family support in the United States. It was done on behalf of people with disabilities and their families in the state of New Hampshire, but from there, it went across the country, and I would say, into the world at large.
He has always put people first, especially people who are marginalized, and as he's done that, he's made it clear that when we work together and include everyone, that we all get stronger.
Don's the mastermind behind the curtain. That's really what he is. He's the guy with the ideas about how to fix the system. He's not loud about it. He goes in and achieves the mission. He's the guy that might be quiet in the beginning, but then can bring it all succinct in terms of what needs to be done to get from A to B. And he doesn't mess around with politics. He's just the real deal. What you think you might get, you get. And what you're hoping for, it's better than what you imagined. It's pretty impressive to see.
My husband Tom and I are blessed with two terrific children who are now adults. Our oldest is Ben, who is now 31. Ben happens to experience very severe cerebral palsy. So Don and so many others have helped build a system that has allowed Ben to be fully included, to graduate from Exeter High School, to have friends and to learn, to participate, to communicate in his own way. I thought a lot on the day that Ben first went off to preschool, a fully inclusive preschool in our hometown of Exeter, about what his life would have been like if he had been born a couple of decades earlier. We would have been pressured to put him into an institution because there wouldn't have been the community supports and services or the educators and school system that allowed us to include Ben and in the process feel like every other family. Don Shumway built the New Hampshire that allowed the Hassans to live this life. Most importantly, to allow Ben Hassan to chart his own course. It's been an extraordinary gift to us. Don Shumway is an extraordinary gift to New Hampshire.